Okay, time for our favourite new feature now with our Sports Pundit of the Year.
Ask me. And it's now. Super Ali does it again.
If I'm putting myself in Harry Kane's shoes right now, and this will really finish the Spurs fans off this morning, I'm probably thinking about going to the team that got beat 7-0 yesterday.
Celtic already once with a driven shot. This one's McCoist!
That's the beauty of sport, and the one thing you can't do and we can never do is take the emotion out of sport. I still genuinely believe he should be given time.
How often has this man been the scourge of Celtic?
There's a statement for you.
Right, you did mention Harry Kane in there.
Yes, I did.
And Pete sent us a message. He said if Kane wants silverware, he should go to West Ham, but he spelt it with a C. So I wonder if he means Michael Caine.
Oh, is there an E in the end? Is it? I think Michael. Nah, that would have been a good sign for West Ham. Michael
It does have
Caine.
an E on the end. But it doesn't have an I in it.
That's what I'm saying.
It doesn't have an AI in it.
And
Right.
then you've got the other one, as in Cain and Abel, which is the C but doesn't have an E.
Oh, we're back to the Bible. The old seven deadly sins. It's weird, isn't
Which
it?
aren't mentioned in the Bible, we've been told.
Someone, oh yeah, they weren't. Someone just texted and said, smashing the AI descriptions here, guys. It's from Agent 461. Can we ask AI to describe AI? That would be better. Ali McCoist, this section of the show is where I get to ask you loads of questions.
But let's go.
About all the burning topics, you know what I mean? Because you're an award winner, you're going to give us some serious analysis. Manchester United and England forward Marcus Rashford has hit out at the number of games Premier League players have to play each season. Isn't it always 38? I'm just joking. He says while they're used to it, he doesn't think it's right.
It's mad that we're playing at club level. We're playing against teams that are playing one game a week, and we're playing 3 games a week from November up until we got knocked out of Europa League. So it's difficult, but at the same time we're used to doing it. But I don't think it's right.
You know what doesn't help? Pre-season trips to America and Australia and all sorts.
Correct. Money-making
trips. Anyway, what do you think, Ali?
Nah, I'm not having it.
Not having what?
No, is that it? You want me to move on? Next question.
Just
Not
Marcus.
having it. Listen, they play games, right? It's nothing changed. They've got a couple of cups. They've got internationals. I get it. The only probably difference is maybe the intensity's a lot higher. But we've played 38 league games for years, or over 30 league games for years. What was the League Cup? What was the FA Cup? The squads are bigger nowadays. Far bigger. You're getting paid a lot more money. So, Marcus, get on with it.
I think we should leave it at that. I think that's perfect. There we go. Right, after reports that Mbappe will not extend his contract at PSG and Messi and Neymar both most likely off this summer, has a deal been done with yeah, it has, hasn't it, Matt?
Saudi.
The MLS. No, he's going to America.
Sorry, beg your pardon,
into Miami.
Into Miami.
He's got a deal. My brother sent me this. It's quite similar to David Beckham's deal. And he's basically like, you will get money
Everything.
from the television, from obviously like shirts and all that sort of stuff, but also like television rights and all that sort of stuff. So Ali, why did it go so wrong? Because that could have been a match made in heaven.
Not
Mbappe,
good enough defensively.
Messi,
There's a ridiculous statement for you, but it's factually correct.
Really?
Right? Yeah. If you look at, let's just say Manchester City, right? Whether the front three, whatever it may be, Haaland, Jack Grealish, Bernardo Silva, right? Extremely talented. Are they as talented as a PSG front three in terms of flair and natural talent? Probably not. But the one thing that Pep gets them to do is work defensively. And the other three are tremendous talent, but they don't like going that way. And the workload on their teammates defensively is too great for them to handle, and at the top level other teams will beat them, whether it's Real Madrid, whether it's Manchester City. You know, they're certainly talented enough to win it, but I just don't think the front three, it might be a crazy thing to say, but I believe it. I don't think the front three added enough to their team defensively to make them Champions League winners. Yeah, did you get what I'm covering there?
No, I do. Of everyone that you played with, who had the biggest ego?
Oh. Do you know something? Maybe Graeme.
It's Graeme Souness.
Yeah. But by the way,
He won't even mind you saying that.
no, he'd be disappointed if I didn't say that, actually, Graeme. And the wonderful thing about Graeme could back it up, by the way. Don't worry about that.
Do you think Graeme, I think Graeme looks like better now than he ever has.
He looks magnificent, doesn't
he?
Yeah. I think, I mean, anybody at that man's age that can swim the channel or attempt to swim the channel, that's brilliant. No, but he does. He looks fantastic. He just seems to be in a great place. You know, he's happy with his life. He's doing this charity, swim for that wonderful little girl. Plays his golf, loves his golf. He's over in Portugal doing bits and pieces. He's just in a great place.
Okay, last question. Jadon Sancho is reportedly allowed to leave Manchester United this summer.
Yeah.
So what club do you think gives Sancho the best possible chance of success and recapturing that form that he was in Dortmund?
Back to Dortmund.
Do you think?
Nah.
Yeah.
I just do it. I just feel for a lad, you know, because it just didn't. It's a move that hasn't really worked out, has it? You know, I don't think anybody can doubt there's a real talent there. But I go back to that period last season where he was having I don't know what kind of problems he was having. Certainly having problems where Ten Hag sent him away. I think Ten Hag sent him away to somewhere in Holland.
Yeah.
To try and get himself squared up.
Yeah.
I just feel for him. The move clearly hasn't worked out. And why not? Why not go back to where he was? You know, he was loved and he was playing, well, without doubt, the best football of his career.
I'm trying to figure out how many managers he had. Did Ollie bring him in? I think he might have been brought in by Ollie, which means he would have had 3 managers, wouldn't he? In what? How many years? 3 or 4? 2 years. 2 years. Wow. Did Ollie really go only 2 years ago? So 3 managers in 2 years. I'm just trying to look at the other side of it. And if you're coming to a club like Manchester United and you're not settled quite so quickly,
I know, but hasn't he shown enough?
Yeah, I get that.
Do you know he hasn't shown enough at all?
Yeah. But is it hard when you're trying to find it?
But you've got to overcome it. You've got to find a way to overcome it. You know, you can. There's a million excuses out there if you want to go and look for them.
Like game time? How hard is it to find your game if you're not getting the game time?
The fact of the matter is, you're not going to get game time if you're not showing the manager, you know, in training and things like that, you can do a job. So, no, I feel sorry for him. He's got to get away, get his career back on track. And honestly, I don't think it would be a bad thing if he went back to where he came from.
Okay. Quick message from Simon, Millwall fan, who says, good morning, back to weird, I see. Absolutely, Simon, it is back to weird today. And coming up next, we're going to be speaking about the PGA Tour, because the players on the PGA Tour, they're feeling betrayed, obviously. So after this shock merger with PIF last week, we're going to be hearing from the Masters champion Jon Rahm after this very quick break.
talkSPORT Breakfast with Laura Woods, Monday to Wednesday mornings 6 till 10 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.